I'm sensing that some of you think that there is a delay in your manifestations. There's something that you've been manifesting for quite a while now, and you're feeling really disappointed that this hasn't come in. I am seeing some Saturn energy here if you look at the symbol on the top, okay? Saturn's all about lessons. Sometimes it has to do with like karmic lessons. It's all about boundaries, authority, things like that, okay? So I'm seeing this is actually internal. Everything that you are going through is internal, and all you have to do to let this thing come into your life is to tell yourself that it's okay to have this thing. It's safe to have this thing. It's safe to let go of whatever's blocking this thing from coming in. It's safe to let go of limiting beliefs. It's safe to let go of the fear of success, the fear of failure, whatever it is that you may be going through that you feel like is quote unquote blocking this thing from coming in. Because I'm not even seeing it's really a block. It's just your mentality. It's just your mindset around this thing. And maybe there are some experiences that have occurred in the past that are, in your subconscious mind, deep in your psyche, and it's almost like you're feeling the energetic residue of these things still impacting you on an emotional level, which is why you may not be seeing this thing occur or come in your 3D reality. You're just like, what is going on? I've been wanting this thing for so long. I just feel like I'm experiencing so many delays. I feel like it's been too long. Like, it shouldn't take this long. I'm seeing other people get these things. Maybe you've been seeing other people, post about all these like major life accomplishments, even like people that you knew in the past, and you just feel like you're a little bit behind. You're not behind. You're really not behind. Okay, everyone has their own timeline. It's an illusion that you're behind. If you're comparing yourself to other people's successes and what's going on, of course you're going to feel that way. Of course that's going to make you feel a certain type of way, which is why Spirit is telling you to be really sure and, firm in yourself. I'm seeing like solar plexus chakra energy, confidence, security, confidence in your manifestation abilities, even the Saturn energy. This has to do with feeling good about this thing, or Saturn has to do with, I don't know why I said feeling good. That's really interesting because Saturn's about like strict energy, right? It's kind of like think of like the strict father, the strict authoritative type figure, right? Like that's what I'm getting here. Maybe you kind of grew up around that. I'm seeing something to do with that. That could be coming in. That's a message that's coming in that could be relevant for some of you, but this is a sign for you to feel good, okay? Saturn's about like, okay, I have to sacrifice this thing. I have to be serious all the time. I have to do this. I have to do that. And maybe it just doesn't make you feel that good because you're doing these things for either societal validation or because, Saturn does have this element of like society to it, like, rules and boundaries in society. You have to do this thing. The only way you can earn money is to have a 9 to 5, or you have to be like, married by this age. You have to have this at this age. There's all these like rules that are like enforced upon us, right? That might not even like feel that empowering to us. Maybe they even feel like discouraging and disempowering because then you realize you're just doing it to do it. Like for some people, they've been given the advice that you have to get married, you have to like be with someone that you're not even attracted to, because at the end of the day it's all about practicality, this, that. But then a lot of us as a collective are waking up to the fact that we don't have to do things the way that they've always been done, okay? We don't have to play by someone else's rule book. We have free will in our reality to do what we want, and we shouldn't have to settle for someone just because society wants us to. We shouldn't have to do things that we're not into, that don't bring us joy. We shouldn't have to be into someone just because they're the safe option, even if there's no attraction, no passion there, none of that stuff, okay? Because why would you forego living your best life just to please society, just to have this thing that you don't even really need to have unless it's bringing you joy? If you want to have it, you can have it. You can manifest it, okay? That's what my channel is all about. You can manifest exactly what you want. You can manifest feeling good, feeling passionate about that job, that source of income, or multiple sources of income that not just bring you a lot of money, but bring you a lot of experience, joy, and pleasure as you engage in that act or whatever it is that you're doing to earn money, right? So it definitely has to be it has to be something that, oh, that's so interesting. I just got a message. Wow, okay, I got a little bit distracted here. Like there is some sort of message coming in that is going to confirm to you that you're right on time and there is no sort of delay. I feel like there was something I was going to say, but I got interrupted, and I feel like that was like divine intervention, if you will, okay? Yeah, we also have your richness, okay? Yeah, so abundance is coming in, a fruitful harvest. So I'm seeing that you have this abundance within you. It's always been within you, within your cells, within your subconscious mind. It's just a matter of you tapping into it by thinking empowering thoughts, by thinking thoughts that have to do with like, oh, I'm rich within, I'm so abundant, I have all this abundance within me, okay, I can get whatever I want anytime I want it, okay. I'm seeing Mercury, that's really interesting, communication. I feel like the universe is going to be communicating with you through signs and synchronicities. Maybe there's even some communication that you're waiting on that's going to give you this abundance in your life, whether that be in the love realm or the business realm, the even like spiritual realm, okay. There's like so many different forms of abundance I'm seeing here, that's coming into your life. And I keep getting like fruitful harvest. Like it's like this thing that you've been doing, these things that you've been working on for like the last, I'm seeing like days, weeks, months, even years, is paying off. Even if you don't notice it, you have strengthened certain aspects of your mind, your subconscious mind, your psyche, and believe it or not, things are actually getting better. Even if you think things are getting worse in the 3D and you're feeling overwhelmed and overstimulated, they're actually getting better. They're about to get a lot better, okay? Don't give into the illusion that like, oh, things are crazy, the world is bad, people are mean, things are hard to get. No. Everything that is happening right now is happening for that illusion to finally, reveal itself. Okay, there's some sort of like system or multiple systems that are crumbling in order for better systems to take place. Okay, it's not that the world is getting darker or more evil. It's that things are there's actually so much light out here right now that it's exposing all this darkness that was there. But like the light is definitely like a lot more like stronger than the darkness. I'm seeing that the light is a lot more brighter, intense, powerful, potent than the darkness, that like it's revealing so much. Believe it or not, there's a lot of light around us. If anything, there wasn't that much light in the past, because all these things were still hidden, all these things were still in the shadows. But because people have been collectively healing, I'm even seeing there's like a huge shift in 2020 when people started to like go inwards and collectively heal, just do like healing things. Even like the people I know that aren't into like spirituality or whatever, like everyone was doing something to better their lives, whether it be taking on a hobby, whether it be like even just like coloring for therapeutic reasons, taking engaging in like just finding different hobbies, right? Engaging in journal, like mindfulness, meditation, whatever. The collective energy is actually so strong and powerful, and like the positive is going to overcome the negative, the light is going to overcome the darkness, to the point where like things are just going to be very blissful. Okay, this is actually a really, really good opportunity for you to get ahead in life. There's all these like channels and doors and opportunities that are opening up for you, but all of this comes back to your mindset. I'm seeing that if you're someone that's just going to sit here and complain about things and doom scroll and only engage in like the negative news, and I'm not saying don't watch the news. I fully believe in like being rooted and grounded in the 3D and being aware of what's going on. If anything, that is and should be a part of like people's spiritual journeys, so you can understand like what to integrate into your spiritual journey, and how to like use the powers within you to balance out everything that you're seeing, or at least like reach the state of even like neutrality, if you will. Like if for some of you, I know you're trying to manifest something and it's just not coming through, at least come to a place of neutrality about that manifestation. Like, okay, even if I don't believe in my manifestation, I believe that something will happen. I believe that my work will eventually pay off. Even if you don't believe that, you just have to keep saying it until you start seeing evidence of it showing up in your reality. Because for me, let me tell you, I was feeling down for a bit because things just weren't shifting. Things were a little bit stagnant in my life, but things started moving, honestly. Like ever since like fall, like we entered fall, I already like felt this huge shift, this huge transformation. I started just expanding my consciousness by engaging in a lot of activities that I normally wouldn't. Like I travel a lot internationally, but I don't even travel that much like within the state that I'm in, New York. And I started like going to all these like different places. Like I went to Westchester and Sleepy Hollow, and like I'm exploring so much just like even around me, and that has been expanding my consciousness. I'm learning so much. I'm like and when you learn, okay, when you engage in whatever, like you read books, you travel, you explore, that helps you expand your consciousness. All this knowledge that you're taking in, you're adding to your intelligence bank, you're adding to your psyche, you're learning all these things that are eventually going to, help you on your journey in some way, shape, or form. Another thing I really like manifesting, or just, affirming while I'm manifesting, is that every single thing that I'm doing, seeing, observing is leading me to my manifestation, okay? There's no such thing as a failed manifestation. Sometimes, it might take some time or whatever, which, that in itself can be a limiting belief, but it's just, you just have to keep going until you, see your full manifestation come through. And there's all these bridge of incidents and things that will happen. And if you're feeling a little bit discouraged, you feel like things are stagnant or things are going going like the opposite, that is also an illusion. I mean, if you think that's happening, then that's exactly what's happening. Actually, whatever you say, that's what the universe is gonna, like confirm to you. Like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, your manifestation is going back, or you're back to square one. But you shouldn't think that way. You shouldn't think that way. If anything, I'm seeing that for a lot of you, your momentum is so stronger. You're building up, like, all this like inner power, this inner confidence, the strength within, confidence, trust, faith in your manifestation abilities, that not even you can stop your manifestations. That's a message that I've been getting a lot today. But I'm seeing that your manifestations are coming through, but it's all a matter of how you are programming your mind. What are you telling yourself? One thing, again, that helps a lot is to say everything I'm seeing, experiencing, observing is bringing my manifestations closer to me. I know my manifestations are happening. Even if I can't see it, I know it's happening, okay? Ignoring the 3D will be your best friend. Like, even if your 3D is haywire, you got to be like, okay, you know what? That's just like my old thoughts, remnants of my old thoughts, energetic residue. I'm going to keep affirming until I shift to my dream reality. Okay, so yeah. We also have your misfortune. Yeah, like I said, misfortune is an illusion. There is no such thing as misfortune, because the word itself has fortune in it. That miss is just an extra. Some of us like to add extra misery just for, like, self-development or something. I think some of us might even be unconsciously addicted to feeling certain emotions because they push us into, like, being like the best, highest version of ourselves. And that's all fine. Like, don't get me wrong, like, even for me, I found all this stuff because of trauma, because of things I've gone through, but it does not have to be like a recurrence. You don't have to keep traumatizing yourself and keep attracting situations that make you feel sad. You're allowed to feel good. You're allowed to feel happy. You're allowed to feel fortunate. Again, the word misfortune has fortune in it. If you just take out the you just take out the misery in your life, you just take out, like, certain thoughts, or you shift certain thoughts, then that's then all you have left is fortune. Okay, you're gonna be happy, you're gonna be fulfilled. And seeing a blue butterfly could signify that your manifestations are coming in. This reminds me of Corpse Bride. Emily turns into a blue butterfly, and there's even like a foreshadowing of the blue butterfly in the beginning of the movie. Okay, so pay attention to these signs. I'm seeing here wisdom. Yeah, I'm seeing here that you have gained so much wisdom through everything that you've been through, that again, you're expanding your consciousness. You're even expanding your perception of time, or changing your perception of time, which is going to result in a lot of, like, abundance. That even, like, all these, like, little quote unquote misfortunes that come your way, you're going to be so rich, so fulfilled within, that these misfortunes are not going to feel like anything. Okay, we also have your desert island. That's interesting. Maybe this could be a sign for you to go on a trip, a solo trip or something like that. Desert island, this just reminds me of self-exploration and discovery. I know whenever I've been on solo trips, and I have been to, like, little islands during my travels, I have discovered a lot about myself, and it's just been a good time for me to chill, wind, relax, really reclaim my energy and power. When you're just around yourself and not other people, you can really hear your inner voice, hear what it is that you truly want, crave. Okay, I was some of, like, the best works of art, the best videos, the best, like, work that I do for work, and just all the best pieces I've put out have, like, happened when I was alone, and they couldn't have happened if I didn't spend that alone time to myself. We also have your house. Yeah, I'm seeing here that if you're manifesting a house, you're manifesting a new place, a new residence, that's also coming in for you. I'm seeing here that a blue bird will be your best friend. Okay, blue bird, blue butterfly. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm seeing that you could be manifesting a physical house, or a new apartment, or new residence, or moving in with someone. Okay, but this could also just mean, like, maybe shifting things, changing things in the place you have right now if you don't really want to move. That can really help. Feng shui, like, moving things around can definitely help with stagnant energy, right? Different rooms actually have different functions in our life, right? Like, the bedroom is, like, where we sleep, relax. The living room associated with, like, social connections, right? So maybe, like, shifting some things that will, like, literally cause your neurons to shift, because you're going to be seeing a different image that's projected out, right? And that in turn will change and shift something within you, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so when we change our scenery, right, like, maybe we get rid of things, we donate things, we declutter, right? That will help our mind, like, think a lot more clearer. Maybe manifestations, things will, like, come to us a lot faster, right? I'm even seeing, like, clearing the dust off your altar, like, these, like, little things, maybe, like, vacuuming, steam mopping. I've really been into cleaning. That's actually helped move a lot of, like, energy in my own life. Okay, so I'm seeing that if you are experiencing stagnancy, I'm seeing that, like, doing something different around your house can definitely change that for the better. So okay, I'm seeing here that a lot of great things are coming in. you're definitely expanding your consciousness, and because you're expanding your consciousness, your energy is reaching all these different dimensions, and you're actually reaching like different versions of yourself from these different dimensions, and advice from different versions of yourself. Okay, this is giving very much like Flash vibes, like if you watch the Flash on CW. Like there's different like wells, right? Like if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're definitely watch it. It's a really cool show, but it's like there's different versions of Barry, right? Like aka Flash, from different timelines. There's all these different like earths that he's on, right? So I'm seeing that like when you expand your consciousness, your energy is able to expand to all these different places, dimensions, and that's really cool because you can gain wisdom, you can gain some sort of deeper insights, new insights from reaching these different dimensions that you normally wouldn't had you not expanded your consciousness, had you just like stayed in your state of being. And you're ahead of a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people are still like operating from their lower chakras. They're just like living from a place of survival, like and also sacral chakra, they're just like giving into pleasure all the time, dopamine, like all the time, dopamine through like cheap sources, or like codependency on others. But I'm seeing here that like if you're watching this and you're someone who likes spending time alone, you like doing things by yourself, you like reading, educating yourself, like that's all going to pay off. And that's not to say you're going to be alone for the rest of your life. No, I'm seeing that like you're going to be able to form good, healthy connections with other people, where you're going to have time to yourself. Because I do see a lot of people in very happy partnerships where they're able to be by themselves and then also enjoy their partner's company. It doesn't have to be like a you can have both. You can like explore yourself and also be around other people. But I'm seeing that maybe some of you need a little bit more alone time or extra time to yourself. Maybe that's how you recharge your like social battery, or whatever you want to call it. But I'm seeing that all this like inner work that you do, it does eventually pay off, because that helps you have deeper connections with other people that really also further expand your consciousness. And you're such a genuine person, you're a very authentic person, you operate from a very high frequency, that actually these like lower vibrational entities and evil eye, all that stuff, it doesn't affect you. Like even if people around you are jealous of you or whatever, like you're just vibrating so high, like it just doesn't affect you negatively. Like it couldn't, even if it tried. So you're very deeply protected, you're divinely protected. And you're just like, you're one of like the earth's favorite, you're the universe's favorite, you're God's favorite, honestly. Like there's just so much that you've been through, but you've been able to gracefully transmute and alchemize that into your own abundance. You've been able to alchemize your pain and suffering into your own abundance. And because of that, there's just even more abundance coming in. Like you're just on this like energetic like momentum. You're on this like grind. You're on the streak of attracting all these like amazing things. Okay, so keep on keeping on. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Keep doing it. Okay, I'm here for you. I am rooting for you. If you ever need help or advice, I do offer in-depth tarot readings if you like my style of advice. I like to be very empowering and positive, and for me, I don't even care what it is you're manifesting. I'm your manifesting bestie. I'm here to help you manifest whatever you want. Okay, so if you're interested in that, check out the link in the description box below, where you will see my website. You can book a reading. You totally don't have to do that though. Like I genuinely, that's just like an optional thing I have. Like I just really like coming on here and giving messages. It's so therapeutic for me to talk things out. And my biggest goal is to just like help people the way that I've been helped through, listening to people here on YouTube and on other platforms. So yeah, just spreading that positivity however I can. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. I really hope this helps. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much. Love and light.